Hello and welcome back to Control. Let's before we actually do any DLC, we have one thing I want to check.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important, but that was it.
Yeah, from way earlier, back in the, I think that was even in the first opening thing, wasn't it? About the poster on the wall. There was a few little post-game chats we can have with the main team. I actually remember the way. That's amazing. So yes, we're going to do that first before I go and check something. And
Getting back on our feet, I should really talk to Arish about ration quantities.
okay, fine. Yep.
I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. If we could just flush out the stragglers.
So yeah, we're gonna have a talking episode basically. So I'm just gonna shut up and get on with Arish's and then Emily's.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau, fuck it, the entire fucking world, without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, ma'am. I mean, fuck, shit. Faden. Sorry.
He'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up. I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
There's really a bunch of new stuff I can grab her as well. I'll check around for that.
Where are the files on parasitic entities I asked for?
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's office. I'd have to dig through the archives for the rest, but I'm not going through the Panopticon. Not with the altered items loose.
Then go see if any ranger squads are available for a file retrieval mission.
Damn subtitles. Surprised there's only one thing here, but never mind.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the Hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any Hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you. I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me? It's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm gonna consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Alright, excuse me, having to sort things out. We'll have to go and shut my curtain again. I've now been blinded. I've got a nice flash of light right in front of my eyes. Any new documents to pick up?
Marshall's coming back. It's not like her to be absent during a crisis.
I'll be here waiting for you when you wake up, brother. If you wake up.
Suppose there's nothing in here. Now, I never actually looked around when I finished the game before. Stupid radio again. I doubt there's anything in the sticky note room. Still love this place. Still hate sticky notes though. Or post-it notes, as I know them as more than How did you hear that? I only just announced it to her. Radio. I am surprised there was absolutely nothing anyway.
Tell Arish about the flying traffic light.
Well, first of all, let's spend some points here. No, that was all the points gone, and immediately. Nice. I wonder if I should even bother with this anymore. Yeah, I didn't even do that there.
He looks busy.
Must be picked that up. Oh, I've always been funny then. Picked up the suit there. But I'm going back to that one. Anyway. What am I doing? Fast travel. To Central Research, since apparently Underhill has something to say as well, and then Langston down in Containment. Once we get there. Now, if there are Hiss going to spawn here, I'm not going to give a monkeys about them here. That was clever, wasn't it? I thought I was going to be heading straight down. I also didn't have thing active. I don't know why I'm dodging around it when it's the point of the series. Did I activate that just in time, or not, then. I don't know.
Careful down there. We don't want to have to come save you. Seriously.
Nothing new down here?
Do you need something?
With Darling gone, I'm putting Emily Pope in charge of the research sector. Are you okay with that?
Perfectly. You have pulled Excalibur from the stone, and now decree as you see fit, O Queen. What a true meritocracy we live in.
Glad to hear it. I assume you'll be staying with us until the mold is eradicated.
Indeed. Until I find a permanent resolution to this pesky fungus business, I'll be here. Perhaps even beyond that, seeing as you are quite understaffed at the moment. Though I hardly have a say in my own comings or goings. Your oldest house won't open the exits until those hiss monstrosities are cleared out.
Glad to have you along for the ride. Will the mold be under control anytime soon?
We were barely containing it with weakly controlled burns. Just look at how it has spread after a few days of non-interference. It's beyond the threshold now. The floodgates are open.
So that's a no.
Americans.
I had a dream. Or something like one. Darling was there. He told me something, but I can't remember what. I think he's gone.
Right. Well, he's never where one expects him to be, is he? Well, thank God. I can finally stop writing these tedious reports that I'm sure he never even took the time to glance at. If you speak to him again, can you tell him I hope he found what he was looking for.
I'll try.
I should be getting back to work.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
Wait, did we ever learn her first name? What?
Back to it then.
I don't remember learning her first name, or did we hear it from Emily in the first place and I just didn't pay any attention? Let's go for this exit and go and see Langston then. Whoops, once I'm done failing to get up there.
All this paranatural power contained in one place is a risk. Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
Oh, now the trench is gone. Rest his soul. I really need to dig out my old proposal on better containment practices. More ritual worship, iconography, the whole shebang. Hello, ma'am. I heard about your little tussle over in Nostalgia. So, good house cleaning and things will get back to normal, right? Right? I mean, are normal, anyway.
Can I get a situation report for the sector?
Whew, okay, we still have to perform a proper inventory of the cells. Lord knows how many altered items snuck out during all this. Staffing. We definitely lost some people. Gonna have to hit those college career fairs, am I right? Huh.
It's hard to imagine the FBC at job fairs.
The Hiss are still tearing up the place faster than we can fix it, but the containment sector is stable. Ish.
Considering the alternative, I'm happy with stable-ish. Any thoughts on me serving as director? I know it was a sudden change.
Oh, no complaints so far. Trench was all secrets, lots of meetings behind closed doors. You seem much more approachable. But if I can give you some advice, ma'am, keep a grip on who you are. I've been here a long time, and I don't know if it's the job or this place, but people change here, and not for the better.
I'll try to keep my head on straight. Will you stay on after things calm down, Langston?
Are you asking if I'm quitting? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not having some mid-level agent make a mess of my panopticon. Plus, I'm racking up serious overtime hours with this lockdown. Just don't take too long clearing out the hiss. My cat gets separation anxiety.
I'll do what I can. He must have gotten a pet sitter. I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
When are we gonna drop this whole robot act?
Now shut up, he'll hear you.
I heard that. Just about. Shame I missed the other part of it, but never mind. Actually, one side thing first. I want to go back to archives. Just to see if I can do something, a little thing. See if we can find some hiss in here, because I want to get some remote thought to finish upgrading my grip. Hello. Darn it. Suddenly forgetting which buttons are which. Oh, come on, give me some more. And did that just come through the... Do we have more hiss, or was it just reaction to that? I think it's just that, isn't it? Come on, this is supposed to be a... Come on. No? Not gonna give me any more fights here? Alright, fine. This was supposedly a good place for lots of hiss battles. What I read, but never mind. I don't even know if I got any remote thought out of that. Yeah, I thought I was falling to my doom as well for a moment. Right, the thing I want to check is over here. Because I may be wrong. But I'm going to go the wrong way first, yes. Yep, towards the turntable. Because I can't remember where it was in here exactly. I don't know if it was getting to that area or not, but I did see a thing through the wall, didn't I? Yeah, there's a bit with some cage bits and boxes in there, and I went round and smashed the wall. So let's see if I was not correct. Oh yes, I was. Oh, wait. Darn picture. It's not even a hidden area, but wow. Well, there we go. That's that. I should have figured that, but never mind. I'll see if there's any hiss over here. Hello, hiss. Are you in here? Hello, do we have, I think we do. Stop you being a pain. Oh, hang on, I need... Well, sort of need to kill things with shatter. Boring. All of those fights before with loads and loads of hiss. And now we're barely getting 3 at a time. See if we got one over here as well, and then I'll just do a little bit of farming off screen before we go and do...
I'm the only one who knows what really happened in Ordinary. When this is over, maybe I'll write it all down. A full disclosure.
Well, so far we do not have anything. Just run around a little bit. Anything? Anybody want to come and join the party? All I want to do is have a proper look around here, because I noticed that I looked more to the left side of things. Okay, look in this kind of direction rather than anywhere else. No, guess there's nothing here. Document wise and hiss wise. Are we going to have hiss out here now? Apparently not. Kaboom. Well, I mean, I suppose it would help to know how many remote thoughts I do need, so let's have a quick look. I shouldn't think I have that many. Oh, more than I thought actually, so I just need another 6. And I've got 2 untapped potentials, good. I shouldn't need to do any more things then. Oh well, I'm going to do a little bit of farming off screen, try and find some hiss down here for some remote thoughts, and I'll be back next time ready to start the AWE Altered World event DLC. Bye for now.